Today is the day we will be running Tier 8 Black Zone mapped dungeons. We have some Tier 8 maps right here. We're going to be running them. Now, here's an interesting thing about Tier 8 maps, okay? I didn't know this. I found this out in my comments section. If you use a Tier 8 map, it can spawn in a Tier 5 Black Zone, and you can still fight the Tier 8 mobs inside. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that. That's stupid. Why would SBI do that to their game? So here's how it's going to work, okay? Because we can spawn this map right outside in a Tier 5 zone, and we can go there invisible. We're pretty much undetected going there, but we still have to wait that 90 seconds. That 90 seconds is going to suck. Alright, but here's how we're doing it, okay? I'm using a budget setup with bolt casters. My entire set is worth 200k, and the map is worth 60k. I've got 3 maps. I figure I can run maybe 3 maps in 30 minutes. Maybe not. Maybe at least 2, so I just overbought 1. Alright, let's go ahead and use this. And it spawned right over here in Sanddrift Coast, okay? So, in order to get there now, you can see it on the map, the little green circle's telling me where to go, so I'm going to follow this green circle. I'm going to go ahead and go invisible. Now, no one can see me enter the dungeon, okay? That's just warning me that when I die, I'm going to lose all my stuff, and I will probably die. Okay, remember, people have ESP hacks. They can see your dungeon maps with their hack programs, okay? It will draw a line between them and your dungeon, and they can see if it's occupied. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go to the dungeon now, make sure there's no nameplates around that sees us enter. You can see this is our dungeon here. Now, we need to count 90 seconds, alright? So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I enter the dungeon, my invisibility goes away, I'm going to click log out, okay? We're gonna wait until it says 210. When it says 210, we are safe to go. Other than that, while we wait, you know, there's so many things that we could technically also do, besides wait. If I wanted to, I could run past the first few mobs of the dungeon, okay? Just run past them and see if, just run past them that way. If someone goes into the dungeon, the first thing they check is if the mobs have spawned, like if the mobs right at the start of the dungeon have been cleared, then they know someone's in here. Okay, and then if they run through the dungeon and they notice there's just no mobs, they're like, oh yes, they rub their hands, they get greedy, they're like, yes, this is a good gank spot, right? Unfortunately, this map spawned really close to the gates, so I'm kind of worried that someone might just be joyriding along and might discover this for themselves. But we do have 30 more seconds of anticipation. My heart's already pumping here, okay? If someone enters the dungeon, it's okay, because as long as we don't shoot them, we can just leave. And we're out 60k. It's not a big deal. It's better than being out 200k. And then I'll get a shield, and I could ride safely right back to town and attempt another, you know, dungeon, I guess. Hopefully not near the same ganker. But once this goes below 210, we're technically safe. Sort of, okay? But let me explain technically. I like to give a little more leeway. Let's say right at 211, someone enters. And now that someone is stuck in a loading screen, okay? And they have a very slow computer. And they're still loading. Their little loading bar, it's inching along, right? Okay, so with that said, you know, now they would finally load in. We can see that no one has loaded in. We're good to go. We're going to eat our cabbage soup, and we're going to run this. You can see I'm going to click on the mob. Not only are they tier 8, but also they're enchanted with 16% more loot and drops. So here we go. Budget set, bolt casters. I have Carolina cape, and you can see that, yeah, these guys are a little bit tougher. I do have premium active, and I'm getting might. I'm not getting faction points, unfortunately. I'm probably going to have some mana issues due to my high spec and bolt casters. Let's go ahead and armor shred him, get our cooldowns back, and yeah, we're going to kill every mob. That's for the fame. 3.4 thousand fame per mob kill, and it's not really that fast. 539 silver on the drops, that's not too bad. Okay, even though the portal was closed, the dungeon is now closed and no longer accessible from outsiders. I'm still like paranoid that someone's going to run up and murder me and take my stuff, right? It's that feeling never really goes away. Alright, also, my combat fame credit's 54.5. I am not maxed out on these boots. So that is not generating combat fame credits for the specialization. It is for just being able to equip them. But other than that, I might have should have used Limhurst Cape. It's been a while since I've done high tier dungeons. I don't normally go out into the Black Zone, as some of y'all know on my channel, okay? Now, for this big guy here, you know, I could just push E on him and watch him melt, right? I could maybe do that. He knocked me back before I got the final combo off, so... but we can still finish him off with our Q spells. It's not a big deal. So that's 3.8k with the 500 silver drop. And I'm not using a satchel. No satchels here, just regular bag. Here's my skills I'm using on my bolt casters. If you're curious, here's what I'm using on the Druid Robe, the Stalker Hood, and the Mercenary Shoes. I'm just... any leather boot works, okay? And I've got the Caerleon Cape equipped. So we're just going to go ahead and start blasting. I don't like the witches. They're a little spooky. Witches, you know, they be kind of scary sometimes. But if you, as you can see, we're pretty good at clearing. And yes, I know I'm leaving silver on the ground. I don't need it. It's 1.5k. Again, I don't need the silver. All right. We're going to try to run as many dungeons as we can possibly clear in the 30 minutes that we have our food buff, or until we die from a ganker. That's the rules. This is not pre-rehearsed, pre-scripted. I do not know what is going to happen to me. I do not have people on standby like this is some sort of movie, you know, waiting to gank me or, you know, waiting to do things. So I'm going to actually back off here and exit combat so I can restore my HP. Since I am only using a 5-1 cloth armor, I'm a little squishy. Just a little squishy. And I'm going to go ahead and take care of these targets here. Don't want to get feared by the crow. It doesn't really matter. The fear doesn't hurt me. It's just annoying. And you can see our clear. It's not the fastest because I'm using a budget set. If I used, you know, higher tier stuff, absolutely could clear faster. But I'm trying to conserve my mana too because I don't know how mana intensive this is going to get. I definitely don't want to be on low mana and have to switch my armor's ability. So normally I would just run through to the second floor, but we're going to kill these because part of the reason I'm doing this besides the loot, because I don't think the loot's going to be that good. It's the fame. I want to compare the fame to farming in the yellow zones with a satchel because that's what I've been doing, and it's working pretty damn good. And I feel like it's way faster than this. Because these guys are only dropping 3.4k, and the might, I don't care about the might. I don't care about getting 1 point of might. For those that don't know, might is it Adventurers? No, it's not Adventurers Challenge. It is Conquerors Challenge, yeah. 2,000 might. That's quite far away. I'm going to need 10,000 to get the Knight's Vow, which is a 2% fame increase. 2,000 mobs. Kill 2,000 mobs, gain 2% more fame. That is not worth it to me. I don't want to do it. You can't make me do it, SBI. I refuse. The might system, to me, that's for groups. That's just a little incentive for group players to enjoy. I don't have a group. I don't have a guild. I mean, I have my own guild, but no one really played with me whenever I ran it, so... Oh, I stood in the explosion of that bat. That sucked. Gonna get made fun of that in the comments. Oh, well, it's fine. You know, they're free to do so. I hate these little spell books. They hurt so bad. They are painful little boys. Painful little book boys. I don't know what gender the book is, but I'm just calling them boys because, well, they're books, and, you know, girls tend to read books, so maybe the book is a girl. I don't know. So juvenile, man. That's what the guards sound like. They just kind of make little Oh no, a guy's shooting me with explosive crossbows. Oh. Why don't they try to reason with me? Why don't they open a dialogue? Why don't they be like, hey, what are you doing in Morgana's dungeon? If Morgana is like... Yeah, Morgana's the evil witch from King Arthur. Isn't that where it's from? The lava boys, they don't... Oh, they knocked me in the lava. Look at them. They think they're so cool. They're like, yes. Yes, lava monster number 2. I knocked him in your lava pool. How does it feel? And he's like, thanks for the assist, bro. And then they high-five each other, and lava spews all out of their hands all over the room. How come... Okay, you know how in, like, old school MMR... Not MMORPGs. Oh, it's a double boss. Blue chest, though. You know how in old school RPGs... like, you can do, like, combined attacks? Like in Chrono Trigger, you can combine characters' abilities to do multiple attacks and stuff? Why can't you... Why don't enemies do that to us in video games? Why don't the enemies do a little combo attack on us and surprise us every once in a while, you know? Spice things up a bit. Look at that. We got 3 explosions off of an armor shred. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the cool thing here is that once I kill this guy, I can just reset the fight, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kill him real quick, and we're just going to run out of this little area. I might get down here. Nope. Okay, so we've reset the fight. Because, again, I'm coming in a little under-geared. It is a tier 8. It's a tier 8 map, so they're even stronger than regular tier 8. Alright, this is how you do it. We're gonna power this sucker up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be 6+. So we hit him with the armor shred, hit him with that E, look at his HP just freaking melt. He's down to half his HP-ish, now he's totally under half. Hit him with the armor shred, another armor shred, hit him with the Q spells. I missed, look at that. He dodged backwards like an anime character. Oh, man. Alright. Crossbow versus bolt casters. And yes, I know my E is back up. I know. I'm trying to preserve mana. Alright. Tier 8 blue chest. Look at it. How much you think it's going to be worth? I'm going to say it's going to be worth 30k. That's my bet. That's my guess. Let's see. Well, it's, I underestimated. It's 46 plus 27. Okay, so that would be, 67. That's like 73k? 73k. So yeah, I was a little under halfway. I way underbid Bob, or who is the host of Price is Right? Is it Drew Carey? Yeah, I underbid Drew. Okay, we'll call the next one. I've been out of the game. Okay, I'm not, you know, the dungeon explodey man that I used to be, because open world mobs are just too good. You know, it's like the dungeon is like a girl. And I'm the Chad, you know, I was the dungeons, and it's like, sorry babe, I'm with open world now. And she's like, no! And she says some anime phrase that I can't repeat because I don't know Japanese, but you know what I mean, guys. You know what it's like. Okay, we're at the boss room. So this map took us, it did take a little, it's 2-4 map. Alright, these big boys, I'm about to get crossbowed. Oh, see, these guys are talking. They're like twins. They said the same dialogue at the same exact time. They're like a hive mind. Okay, so yeah, we're at 12 minutes. This dungeon, it's gonna be 13 minutes because the boss fight, I guess. Well, I have to clear the little trash mobs. It's an easy boss. It's a little blue chest boss. So I believe it's blue chest. Should be, unless SBI changed the rules of the game. And again, I'm not using my E on the birdos because I want to save my mana for the boss. I'm just gonna let it fear me. I don't care. Oh no, the crow yelled at me and my character ran away. The fear is longer in the black zone though. Listen here, crow man. Crow man. Oh no! Run away! I'm so scared. Oh wait, no, I'm not. You know, like, the effects of fear, it's kind of a cool crowd control. You know, like, as far as MMORPGs go, you got, like, poison, paralyze, petrify, sleep. Fear's another one, you know? It makes you scared, makes you run around. As a small child, I've experienced fear once in my life, okay? I was like a very small child, okay? And I got taken to a haunted house, and, well, I guess I can finish the story in a bit. Let me power up my, my explosion weaponry here. That's 4, so this will be 5, and then 6. And we're just gonna unload into her abdomen with our bullets. And powering up, hitting the armor shred there. We are about to be able to shoot our second barrage right into her, and down she goes. Okay, so I was a little kid. It was Halloween. I was in a haunted house. A very little kid. And my parents had, like, went ahead of me. They left me by myself, and I'm like a very small child, right? And I turned the corner, and this was like the cool thing is that this was like a volunteer haunted house, like sponsored by the city. It wasn't like a business or a corporation. This was just volunteers, just young teenagers, just adults that were bored. Okay, we got a shield. We can easily make it back to town and deposit our goods. So I round the corner, my parents are nowhere to be seen, and this lady dressed like a vampire, I guess? I don't know, like a goth, like a very, you know, thin, young adult goth girl. She wasn't scary, but as soon as I turned the corner, she had let out the loudest, like, paralyzing shriek, scream I had ever heard, especially as a child, right? She just went, ah! Like, really loud, like a metal singer. Or an opera singer, right? Like, super loud, and it's a really small, confined room, so it was very echoey. And I just froze. Like, I could not move, and I don't know why I couldn't move. I was completely paralyzed and frozen, and it was startling. And then I was stuck there for like, I don't know how long I was stuck there just staring. And then my parents eventually backtracked and got me, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you standing there? Stop staring. Come on." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah. It's not real." I don't know. That's my haunted house story as a little kid. Sandra Prairie. Here we go. We're doing it again. We have one dungeon completed, and we're at 15 minutes, and we could do like 4 of these an hour at our current rate with budget gear. And, you know, again, that 90-second wait, we gotta do it again. We gotta do it. Oh, there's loot there. It's a trap. Don't touch it. You'll become uninvisible, but still silenced. Alright, so this is the second Tier 8 Black Zone map. Now, look at our fame. It's 54,802. I think we were at 54.5k, right? So we earned 250,000 fame from that. 250,000 combat fame. In 15 minutes. That sucks. There's more loot there. Those are dead bodies. Just dead people. Their gear wasn't good enough for whoever killed them. And it just rots there, out in the blistering sun. Look at all these open world mobs that no one is killing. I mean, this is a little Tier 5 zone, little Tier 5 Black Zone. Look at that guy. Look at him. He's he's out here skinning. He's skinning with a Spirit Hunter. Which, I did kind of test, but because it's not a ranged weapon, I kind of didn't test it. Kind of did, kind of didn't. Alright, let's get to our dungeon. It's like we're, you know, the bus driver's like, all aboard! No, that's a train driver. That's a train conductor. Have you ever seen the YouTube... Oh, wait, we gotta do the timer. What am I doing? Gotta do the timer. Have you ever seen the YouTube video? It's sort of like, "Conductor, we have a problem." Alright, and it's a guy on a subway, and he just keeps yelling, like, "Conductor, we have a problem! Conductor, we have a problem!" And he's like hitting the emergency stop buttons, and he's yelling, and everyone's just sitting around bored. I repeat that to myself a lot. I don't know why. Am I weird by talking to myself? Like, if I'm driving in a car, is it weird that I just talk to myself? I mean, I'm talking to myself right now because I'm filming a YouTube video, even though it's to you, technically. You know, we're on the couch together, just, you know, chilling after a long day of school or work or summer vacation, whatever the situation is, okay? But, like I'll be driving around, and I'll just be talking to myself. And, like, say I got a 30-minute drive to go somewhere, I'll just say that the whole ride. I'll just be like, "Conductor, we have a problem." And then I'll look around, I'll be at like a stoplight, I'll look around and see if anyone's looking at me, because I'm literally talking to myself, and I'm like, well, you know, in today's climate, you know, cars have built-in phones, people use Bluetooth, so it's not that weird anymore. But like in the 90s and the early 2000s, I think, you know, a lot of people would stare at you. They'd think you're a weirdo, they'd think you're kind of a psycho. Just like I think people are psychos for running Black Zone dungeons and calling them efficient and wondering why I don't do them. So I'm doing them now to show people why I don't do them, and to show the future version of whatever I become. Swole Benji, crippled Benji, diabetic, you know, one-armed Benji. Who knows what the future holds? And again, I'm waiting because I don't want someone to load in at the last second and pop me. Alright, so I'm waiting to that 190. There we go, 190, okay. So that's 110 seconds. And now we're all set. But, okay, so future me is, you know, because I like to be able to come back to video games. I always use Age of Empires 2 as a reference, okay? Age of Empires 2, right? I was so good at that when the game was out. I was like 2,000-something ELO, okay, on the zone, the MSN gaming zone. I freaking missed that, man. But now I try to play it, I am like, what, a 500 shitter. I just get steamrolled by everyone who still plays that game. I cannot, like, I don't even want to play it. I'm so bad at it now, and I'm not going to spend all that time to relearn it either. I'm just not. So I make the videos so that I can retain some semblance of knowledge and power, because 10 years from now, are you going to remember how to play Albion Online? You'll remember that you played it. You'll remember that maybe you had a good time, or maybe a bad time, you know? But it's also a nice little historical, like, way of remembering things. Like, what if in the future, this dungeon doesn't exist? Like, maybe the heretics have all been wiped out, and it's like Albion 2077. It's a like cyberpunk future of Albion, and everyone's running around with smart shotguns, and instead of casting magic, you cast hacking spells. I don't know. Okay, you know, maybe the company that made Cyberpunk bought out SBI, which, I mean, they bought out Stillfront because Stillfront bought out SBI. You know, let's just say it that way. Hey, item. 20k tome. Remember, if we get, guys, I know this is not a live stream, but you gotta remind me when you're watching this, because somehow quantum time travel, the way it works is there's a soul Benji out there doing this for the first time, and if you scream loud enough, I'm not even gonna kill that guy. You see, that's a tome. Oh, no, we're gonna kill it because it's a tome chest, and you're gonna see how many tomes that a tier 8 dungeon map drops. I think it's like 70 or 80. Maybe it's not that high. I don't remember, okay? But we're just gonna unload on this poor pyromaniac dude here. He just likes fire, man. He just likes his fire. We got a quadra shot on him there, kind of, sort of. Look at that. Perfectly timed crossbow explosions. I hate tome chests. Every video has them. I just want 14. Man, the meme is to throw them out of my inventory, but I'm just gonna wang bang them here. There. We didn't throw them out. There's one guy in the comments that always complains that I throw them out. Alright, I didn't do the meme this time. I just consumed them, because it's 14,000 fame. I kill, what, like 6 dudes? Like, those are worth almost 3,000 each. So it's really like 4.5 dudes. Wow, this boss reward 4.5 dudes. 4.5 minions. Okay, yeah. So anyway, about quantum existence and travel, right? Okay, so there is a Swole Benji out there that's doing this for the first time. And if you yell hard enough into your computer monitor, your voice will transcend the dimensions, and he will make the right decision. And in his universe, you know, maybe he's a Twitch streamer instead of a YouTuber, and all the YouTubers are mad at him or whatever. I love it. Apparently there's a lot of Twitch streamers that talk crap about me, and I don't watch Twitch. I don't care about Twitch. I don't even like Twitch, but it's like I've never played with any of them or talked with any of them. I've never had a conversation with an Albion Twitch streamer, and I find it funny that they're mad at me for whatever reasons. That it's like schoolyard stuff. Oh, did you know that the popular Chad kid talked about the Swole Benji kid, said he's weird, goober, don't hang out with him? You know, but then it's like when the weird kid gets all popular because he saved, you know, like the cheerleaders in a house fire, and he's getting all the girl gamers. You know, they're instead of ripping up his Magic the Gathering cards, they're coming over and watching reruns of the first season of Digimon or something. Dude, the first season of Digimon was so good. Are y'all old enough to know what that is? Are y'all old enough to know what Digimon Season 1 was about? Okay, I never understood as a child. As a teenager, I don't know how old I was when Digimon came out. Probably a teenager. Why was Pokemon more popular than Digimon? How did that happen? Okay, Pokemon was the same crap over and over again. Frickin' Team Rocket shows up, tries to steal Pikachu, and then they blast off. You have the same dumb clone characters in every town. You got Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy, and I don't know, like they fight a gym leader sometimes. Wow, and then Brock and Misty are just, you know, doing whatever. Every episode was like that. It's very forgettable. The characters not so much forgettable, but like what good plots were there in Pokemon? Like Season 1. I can't tell you the plot of a single episode of Pokemon other than Ash falls off his bike or something. Fuck, I don't know, man. It's really hard to name an episode plot of Pokemon. But then you have Digimon over here. You know, Digimon airing on a less popular TV channel, I believe. I don't remember. And they're all like, hey, we have little monsters too, but there's a love story, there's death, actual death, okay, there's a real world and a digital world. It's not just Ash's coma death dream or whatever the hell the theory is when he, you know, after like the first few episodes, Ash is just combing in the hospital. Who knows if that's real. Okay, I gotta focus up here. Power up our armor, shoot the ground, you know, run around. 4 charges, that's 5. This will be 6, and we're just gonna blast our little gats right into his abdomen. Because he is shirtless. Look, he's got little chest hairs or scars or something. Wow, wow! No, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm a virgin. Ooh, we got the double arbor shred here. Ooh, look at that sick, nasty damage. Chop, chop. Yeah, man, blue chest. Let's go, blue chest. I didn't. Ooh, that's a nice one. 228k. Druidic staff. Tier 7 booties. Tier 7 armor. You know, that might be an upgrade to my druid robe. I might want to just slap that bad boy on. Druidic staff too. I could literally wear this on the way back for safety. Like, make it real hard to kill me. No, I don't. How much is this worth? 81k versus 58k. Actually, I want to appear non-juicy to my predators, so I'm gonna unequip that. All right, that's actually a really good chest. Our food buff is about out in 7 minutes. You know, we could technically do one more dungeon. Technically. Now here's the choice I have to make. Do I run back to town? There's a golden chest there. Or do I teleport home? I want to teleport. Oh, I'm looking for the red names. I'm looking for them. I'm scanning the corners of my screen. I don't have many ways to run away though. This is kind of a bad spot. Someone just died right up top. Ah! They're coming for me. Too late. I'm teleporting home. I don't like to teleport home. It's so dumb. Where was I? Okay, I was over here, I think. No, that doesn't look right. Where was I? Whatever. If I had not teleported in that situation, I think I would have died. Let's just say that. I think that was me. You know, if I didn't teleport, I would have been murdered and hunted. Okay. Throw all this away. Yep. And the final map. The final tier 8 map. Here we go, lads. Use it. We're going to Far Shore Bay. For sure, Bay. For sure. Look at this guy. Dual me only weapons and cape 2 million. And then he slaps on... See, that's a scam, because what happens is right before the duel starts, he just equips his gear. Wait, doesn't that cancel the duel now? Didn't they fix that exploit? That's an old one. Maybe he's like an old player. Alright, Safayrad, what are you doing? You're skinning. You don't even have an offhand! Dude, or a backpack or a cape. Holy crap, you are budget skinning. That's actually a video idea. Budget skinning. He's not invisible. He is... not invisible. Okay, here's my stop. Make sure there's no nameplates when I freaking enter this, because there I go. I become uninvisible. Also, if people... Here's the thing, too, that people they don't realize, is that when you are off screen, even though they can't see your nameplate, you can still hear what other players outside of your view distance are doing. If you crank that volume up and you're just outside nameplate range, you can hear them cast spells, do attacks, get hit by mobs. You can hear them do all sorts of things. Alright? You can also target someone without being able to see their nameplate. And so what this means is if I target that guy, that Skinner, who is totally like bare bones, not even worth ganking. Like, why does he have a weapon? Oh, I guess you have to kill the animals to skin them. Duh, that's why he has a weapon. But I can stand outside of his nameplate range, and because he's going to be targeting animals to skin and attack and fight with, he won't be able to target me. But I can target him and see that when he's being attacked by animals or when he's casting abilities or getting buffs. Which means I know that he's not mounted up from off screen. This allows me to, you know, go invisible and run up to him and then poke him really quick and despawn his ox, and then he's too fat to run away, and then, well, assuming he got a nice gathering, you know, load. And then take his stuff, which is only like 200k. I don't know. It's just what happens. But also, you gotta worry about the people out here skinning. They're usually not alone. They're on the Discord with a bunch of people, and they're like, "Help me! I'm being attacked!" And then like 10 dudes roll up on you and kill you and take your gank set. Then they go bank it. That's just life in Albion. Now again, we waited the 90 seconds. We're waiting the extra 10 for laggy people who might zone in at the last second. And yes, so here we go. How much fame did we get from that last one? We're at 55,066. So we've made 500k. Again, each dungeon run is about 250k. We need to actually run this dungeon just a little bit faster, so I'm going to try to do a little speedy run of it, I guess. Maybe spend more mana before my food buff runs out, because no food buff means I've got to switch my armor to regeneration mode, and that is, well, let's just say that's a little cringe. Hey, can I get a red buff? Why, thank you. Thank you for your red buff contributions. Now we're cooking. Now we're speeding running. Now we can still can't one-shot them in budget set. The little mushroom girls. Little mushroom girls. They grew up playing Super Mario and they just really like their mushrooms. I mean, that's why they're bigger than these girls. Maybe there's something in mushrooms, you know? Something in mushrooms that help you grow big, right? Now this is what you want to see. 1 guy, 3 girls. YouTube, it's in the game. I'm talking about the video game. There was 1 male mob and three girls. This girl's over here by herself. She's the one you want to go for, guys. You want to talk to her. Don't talk to the 3 girls after the 1 guy. They just want the 1 guy. You're not going to suddenly show up and out-chad the Sigma male, okay? You need to... you gotta just go after that girl off by herself. Look at these are two adult men and an old wise one. Now hang out with these guys. They'll teach you some stuff. They'll teach you how to throw axes and to spin really cool. And I think this is the boss room, so I'm gonna go up here. I only got 5 stacks. I didn't get 6. Uh-oh. This one these guys are mama's boys and girls. So, you know, they're family. I really need to kill her fast, because these guys are going to hurt the hell out of me if I don't. 1 more shot. Boom. Got him. Got her. I need to exit combat to heal before my food buff runs out. I'm still worried about gankers. I'm still checking my corners here, man. I'm still, like, freaking... We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes on food buff. Yes. And speed up and shoot the ground, and there we go. Now, of course, if you use better gear, then you can obviously clear faster, right? Obviously. Ooh, purple chest? I don't think it's legendary. I'm pretty sure it's purple though. All right, the purple chest. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5 and 6. Get out of my home! Get out of my house! I'm taking that hit because I wanted to get the full stack. I'm going to kill your little golem friend. Yep. Takers. I might have to potion on this fight. Yes. Use your big attack. What? I was out of the aim circle. How can that hit me? I need to conserve my mana, but I can't. Can I not win this with my gear set? I don't know if this is winnable. I don't have sustain. All right. I need to buff, Q. Okay, we're gonna potion because I don't want to reset the fight. Yeah, it's a purple chest. I mean, look, I am way out of the circle. This shouldn't. What the? Does it knock me back anyway? Did I take damage from that? I was not in the circle. Or is it lag? What is the problem? I am way out of that circle. Okay, I gotta E. I gotta just non-armor shred E. I am dead here. Okay, well, I have 1 more potion. I guess I can't be hit by anything. I guess I can't take a single hit. I need to switch my armor to defensive, I believe. And maybe my helmet to mana. Because I ran out of mana pretty quick in that fight. Let's do it. Like, you can't go invisible. What is this one? Dodge. Yeah, I'll do dodge. I'll do defense and mana. So we're gonna try this again. And yeah. That's all I can do. Is I ran out of mana towards the end. I got hit by way too many attacks. Y'all saw me. I wasn't in the circle. And I don't have any food buffs either, so we're going to have to do this with just high spec. Alright, and yeah. Let's go shoot him up. And dodge? Yeah, dodged. It's like I'm playing Dark Souls Elden Ring. Armor? I want to armor the autos? Okay. I want her to do her big punchy on the ground attack before I do anything else. Okay, that's summoning golems. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, do that. And then absorb mana. Let's go. Get that mana back up. Hit her with armor shred. Hit her with E. I'm going to have to dodge roll that. Yeah, so we got her down to half. Hit her with the armor shreds. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-potion here. Look at how far away, okay. Look where she hit! The aim box is way off! I need you to do that, so I can do this. Her hands look like this, so my hands can look like this. Alright, we got a full E on her. You can see her health just absolutely melt. Look at that, we got it this time. Okay, we're not getting hit by that though. Got her. We just had to use our defensives. Switch to heal now, switch to back to offensive, and cooldown reduction. How much are we getting for this? 108k, and then there's no silver bags in this. Oh yeah, there is. So 170k. All right, was all of that effort worth 170k? Hell no, hell fucking no, it ain't. It ain't worth all that trouble. And yeah, I could use higher tier gear or a sustain build, or I can just get good and roll defensives. And hey, that's not even the end of the dungeon, so this could be multiple floors, multiple dungeons. All right, I don't need the heal back on my armor, but fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it on because I'm probably gonna need it, and because I'm just gonna. You know what, I can just spam my spells too if I'm just gonna run heal, because that restores mana also. Like, I don't need to worry about mana now. It's a speed clear. Just start machine gunning everybody. Just full odd. Oh, I could have machine gunned her instead. And roar! Armor shred. Oh, your support died and you can't cancel your spell. Or your AI doesn't allow you to cancel it. I don't know, but I got a double shot here for these bros. These guys with their little clubs. What kind of bone are they using? I wish I could find a bone that big and swing it at people. That would be fun. That would be heckin' super funerinos, my Reddit bros. Yeah. Reddit's such a... There are people that, like, are upset with me because I don't take Reddit seriously. I don't understand it. They're like... You've been banned off Reddit. You're a monster. What kind of person gets banned off Reddit? It's like everybody. Like, I got banned off of a subreddit because I told someone, whoa, they hit me. They just gave me the biggest gut punch ever. And my dude is like, he's heaving right now. He is like on the ground, deep breathing and recovering from that pain. Okay, yeah, I was on a subreddit about nutrition, and someone was like, well, what's a good source of protein that isn't meat? And I told them black or pinto beans, and I was banned for it, because apparently the subreddit owner doesn't like beans. How am I supposed to know that? What the hell kind of shit is that? I don't know. That website is just completely just ruined anyway. It used to be cool back in the day. Have I ever... I don't remember if I've told this story or not, but way back in the day, and this might get my identity, you know, leaked out there, but I hosted a Reddit meetup once. I'm being serious, but I did it out of spite, okay? I don't know if I've told this story on the channel. Or on this channel, rather. But yeah, I was really upset that the person nearby was hosting a Reddit meetup at his house, and I thought that was awkward as hell. I was like, I want to go to some random office wagey's house. Okay, so at the time, let me explain. At the time, the words office wagey, the word wagey didn't exist at this time period. This is a way early into Reddit's history, okay? A lot of words didn't exist back then, okay? But yeah, I was like, I don't want to go to some dude's house. That's weird and stupid and boring. Like, what are we going to do? Sit around, watch the ball game? Watch the sport game? Talk about stupid, boring crap? And, like, it pissed me off that everyone was, like, super gung-ho to go to this dude's house. But it was up to a vote. It was up to a vote on who got to host the Reddit meetup, or where it was, like, supposed to be, right? And so, me being me, I, used a whole bunch of alt accounts to vote my choice for a Reddit meetup, which was a local arcade. It was super close to where I lived, and I knew the manager, and I asked his permission. And I was like, hey man, can I host a Reddit meetup? I don't know how many people's going to show up. Maybe like 8 to 20 people. He's like, yeah, sure. But here's the thing too, and I'm sure I've told this story on this channel. It's too good not to tell. Is that I also hosted a 4chan meetup on the same day at the same place. Spin. Armor shred. Anyway, so not only did I win the vote with my multiple alt accounts, and you know, I had a lot of walls of text. I had a whole lot of astroturfing to do to convince people to go to this arcade, and people were down for it, right? Because think about it, like, just like me, you know, at the time, I think I was still blue-pilled, but I was still a troll, of course. I'm gonna get knocked by this bear before I finish my channel, so that sucks. Oh well. My channeling animation, not my YouTube channel, okay? Gosh. A lot of Redditors, very socially awkward. They didn't feel comfortable either going to some dude's house, but because that dude was kind of like a leader, an alpha type of person, he always had his way. Every Reddit meetup was at this dude's house, but, you know, along came me, right? And I messed it all up, you know, just because I was bored one night and I just needed something to entertain myself. Because, yeah, anyway. So it was the Reddit meetup at the arcade, and, you know, I didn't let anyone know who the hell I was, right? The arcade manager, if you hear a cat, you have to leave a like on the video, by the way. That's the rules. That's the new channel meme. So the damn arcade manager like ratted me out and was like, yeah, he hosted the meetup, but I just played stupid the whole night. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I think I was like, I think the manager hosted the meetup. I don't even use Reddit, guys. I use 4chan. Haha, wink wink. And I just played arcades by myself all night while these Redditors ran around. But let me tell you about it too, because it's kind of funny. The Redditors, very, very, you know, young, early 20s, maybe teens, I don't know, very obese, like any typical fedora-wearing Redditor would be, which is fine. It's whatever. I understand not everyone's into fitness, and, you know, I've had my own, you know, skinny and fat journeys too. Oh man, this big guy, dang it! I might have to exit combat here. Because if he does another gut punch, I'm dead. I might be... Oh, no, we got him. Okay, cool. We hit him with the armor shred, and that took him down. But, okay, so a bunch of these Redditors showed up, and here's the cool thing about hosting the Reddit meetup. You got free gifts from companies. I didn't know this. I had no idea that this was the thing, and it kind of makes sense why the guy was so adamant. Oh, this is a secret hidden area, by the way. Just go through the bushes. Why this guy was so upset about not hosting it at his party is the host of the Reddit meetup, not only do you get a little badge on your profile, which all of my accounts are banned. You can't see any badges on them, so don't try digging up my old names or any of that weird stuff, okay, guys? But you got a permanent badge on your profile that says, hey, you hosted a Reddit meetup. Alright, but that's not the coolest bit. Companies would reach out to you because you were put on a list, and they're like, hey, we have this product, and we think Redditors would really like it. And at the time, I'm sure you've heard of it by now, because it was like one of the big Reddit products that got big. Cards Against Humanity. Remember that shit? I've actually never honestly played it. Holy crap, I am getting beat up. No, stop it. You must cease and desist. I don't know what that accent is. I don't know. Don't blame me. Anyway. So Cards Against Humanity was one of the companies, a bunch of other ones, but who cares, right? Like, that was the big one. This is before the game was officially released where you could buy it and stuff. I got, like, a beta copy of Cards Against Humanity. To this day, it's still wrapped up. It's still in its box, unopened. And I heard, like, someone said that there's a secret card in there, in the beta set, that if you rip the card open, there's a card inside of a card, and that thing goes for like thousands of dollars on eBay. I don't know if it's true. I've never truly like looked into it, but I still have that unopened. It's like, how many years do I have to wait for some rich Redditor that got, you know, millions off Bitcoin or something to come in here and be like, I want the Reddit set. I want the Cards Against Humanity beta set. And I'd be like, hell, here you go, brother. I want a new house and 2 corgis and and a new car and food. Real food, not beans and rice. He's like, okay, here you go. But anyway, back to the Reddit meetup. Okay, at some point, you wouldn't believe it, a girl showed up. Okay, a girl, ooh, a girl, right? And, you know, she was very young, blonde, fit, healthy, maybe not fit, but, you know, not obese. And she was like, "Hi, guys, I'm here for the Reddit meetup." And she'd, like, flick her hair and, you know, like, lash her fully maked-up face at the boys. And they were just, like, drooling and groaning. And you know what happened? They formed this big Reddit ball, and they just followed her around all night and bought her stuff and bought her arcade games, swiped their little arcade card. They did all of this for her. They bought her meals at the place, took her on go-kart rides. It was like this ball of like 8 Redditors were all, for the night, having a nice date with a single lady. Well, I don't know if she was single, but with a woman. And she was loving it because she was getting like tons of male attention. These guys were just dumping their money into her like crazy, taking her all over the arcade, buying her everything, and letting her win at laser tag and all sorts of other crazy things. It was nuts. They were buying her bowling, and she'd like bowl once down the lane and then get bored, go do something else, and they didn't complain. 117 plus 23k. But can we get home with that's a tier 7 flat bag. You know what? I want to heal first before I exit the dungeon, and I want to go defensives with the... Is that a slow or not? That is a slow. I don't want that. We'll do that for stealth detection. We'll do that for running. Yeah, we'll do that for running. No, invisible. Invisible's better. I think maybe going invisible. If they don't inspect me first, because you can just attack where I'm standing. Might be able to juke somebody. So I need to remember, I'm on the rightmost side of the map. No, left side. Left side, left side. Oh, I'm so close. I'm just going to run it back because I have shield. I'm not going to teleport home. I'm just going to run it. And, yeah, I mean, the Redditors had a good time. I just played... Oh, look at this guy. What's he doing? He's out here doing something. I don't know what he's doing. But I'm already back near the freaking thing anyway. We didn't get ganked today, guys. We did not get killed by anybody. Why are you telling me about portal towns? All right, let's tally up the loot. but yeah, I hosted a Reddit meetup as an anonymous person with multiple accounts, and yeah, I'm sure a lot of them figured out it was me. And at the time, I did have a YouTube channel. I was semi-YouTube famous because I would, like, play Minecraft on a webcam and stuff like that, okay? Yes, and I live streamed, I had, like, 400 viewers a stream. More than I do now. Isn't that crazy? Like, the internet got weird. But, anyway, that's pretty much the story. I didn't really do anything with it. I didn't really troll them. They just kind of... followed a girl around all night in a big Redditor ball. I got a Cards Against Humanity set, and the manager of the arcade got a whole lot of business. He was like, holy crap, man. Because he showed me, like, weeks later the sales figures for that night. He's like, dude, those guys spent so much money. You need to do whatever the hell you just did more often. And I'm like, it's like a once-a-year thing. And he's like, oh, man, dang. Like, he was upset. He wanted, because he knew I was a YouTuber, he's like, wanting me to use my influence. Which, as a YouTuber, I don't have local influence, you know, it's global. But he was wanting me to keep doing that because his sales were, like, way too high for what it should. Because this is, like, a regular, like, Friday night or something. It wasn't anything super special. Okay, so here's the loot. 586k. This is in 30... No, it's 48 minutes. Let's be real. 586k plus 70k. Did I use some silver bags earlier? I don't remember. Plus 110k, so that would be 696, 7, we'll round it up to 770,000 silver, 770k, that's with premium, so yeah, not too bad, not terrible bad, but let's look at the fame credits we earned, and that would be 55, so we earned 900,000, about 950,000, if you really, no, just 900,000. And that's without the expert mercenary shoes contributing to fame credits, so it would be way more. It would basically be 1 million. All right, we essentially made 1 million combat fame credits in a little under an hour, and a little under 1 million in under an hour with a complete cheap ass budget set. We even got downed by a boss once. Okay. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks you for hanging out with me today. Rest of videos, I'm going to talk like Squiscars on Metalocalypse? I think that's the show. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. That would be everyone would click off, and it would hurt my channel. It would hurt my channel, guys. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Can someone give me 50K for gear? Coffee jelly. No. 50. Go farm rocks. Go to Morlock and pick up rocks. That's what I have to say about that. Look at that, 92%. I could actually slap on the bag and carry more if necessary. And yes, I'm aware I can sell it here. It's linked to Bridgewatch. I know, guys. Anyway, I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro, stay swole. Tell those Twitch streamers they need to stop reading too hard into those Reddit threads. Tell those Twitch streamers to stop reading their prompt card from SBI. I'm sure that's what it is. SBI gives them a little card that's like, okay, here's your talking points today. I need you to go over the new mount on the store. Okay, I want you to try to sell to your audience the Undead Direwolf mount skin. Okay, make sure that you talk about the mount skin. But also, you need to talk bad about Soul Benji, because Soul Benji is not good for our company or our brand, and it's up to you to bully him out of our game. Okay, I'm the SBI. I'm the customer service relations guy, girl. I don't know who does it. They fired the girl that does it, and I tried to reach out to her a long time ago, and she wouldn't even like acknowledge my existence. Like, it's like, you're fired. Just cut loose with all the shit. Just tell me everything there is to know, and like not even a response. Not even a response. Yikes. But whatever. I guess she wanted to remain professional and tact or whatever, or maybe she's afraid that SBI would sue her if she leaked information to me. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. I know there's 3 threads on the night table about me, and that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny indeed. Alright, guys. I make videos every day on this channel. So, if this is your first time, if this is your first time ever watching a video from me, let me know in the comments. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it would be your first time or not, but let me know. I didn't mean to sell order those books, by the way. I meant to just regular sell them. Videos every day on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Click the subscribe button right now. You made it to the end of the video. I didn't tell you to subscribe at the start, okay? I waited for the most loyal watchers who were sitting here watching me vendor stuff and lose silver. I wait till the end to tell you that, because if you made it to the end, I think it's worth asking you to subscribe, you know. And also, if you want to support me financially, I make noises when I stutter, by the way. You can click the thanks button down below and leave a monetary donation. Everyone can see it. It's a really big flex. And yeah, that's pretty cool. If you want to support me monthly, you can click the join button. You can become a channel member. Let me tell you about what a channel member is, okay? A channel member, it's like being subscribed on Twitch, but it's on YouTube. But you have more perks than Twitch, okay? Because when you become a channel member for $5 a month, you get access to private, more personal videos. If you go to the pinned comment, like scroll down right now to the comment section and look for the pinned comment by me, it's at the very top, if you're not using a weird YouTube thing, and there is a link to the members only playlist. Take a look at those videos. If any of those interest you, feel free to become a channel member to be able to watch them. It's for members only. You have to pay the $5 to be able to watch those videos. The private, more personal videos. One cool video in that stack is how to be a YouTuber. So if you want to be a YouTuber, make some extra cash on the side, if you want to learn how to do video recording, all the settings I use, if you want to learn how to edit using Adobe Premiere Pro and all the settings I use, it's all there. If you want to know how to do tag, title, thumbnail, and search engine optimization, so that when you type in the word Albion Online, sometimes my videos are rank #1, sometimes they're not, okay? That's more of an algorithm thing, but, you know, I cover that a bit too in that video. It's a 40-minute long video. It's very snappy. I made it for myself in case I ever get, like, clocked all over the head with a brick, and I just wake up forgetting that I'm a YouTuber or how to do YouTube. It's kind of like my safety net, like a save point, so that if I ever forget, I can come back and do it all over again without having to start from the very beginning. So I think it's really cool to share that with people who are passionate and interested in becoming a YouTuber, because I would absolutely do very crazy things to have that info. Like, I have entire bookshelves worth of knowledge on this stuff just crammed away, and I made it into a video. So I think that for $5, it's a fair trade, it's a fair deal. If you have it, if not, I understand. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That's all I've got. Make sure that you're subscribed because there's a video coming out tomorrow. You probably, hopefully, maybe don't want to miss it. I don't know what it's about because I can't tell the future. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.